you're gonna be great. As long as you never let go of that dream of yours, as long as you never let that fire dwindle out, you're gonna be great.
Somebody says, how come you're up so early? Say, if you were headed where I'm headed, you'd be up early too. If you were gonna meet who I'm gonna meet, you'd be up early. If it was gonna stack up for you like it's stacking up for me, you'd be getting up early.
There are some things you have to face today. You've been avoiding them. It's time to face them. Your next level lives on the other side of you facing them. And I can't promise that they will be better in a moment, but I promise they'll be better. And I can promise you this, if you don't face them, things will stay the same. And if you're not happy with the same thing, then it's time to change.
It's always darkest before the dawn. You have to push through the hard to get to the place you're trying to get to. And when you feel the highest pressure, the highest stress, and the highest anxiety, when you're in the pursuit of something greater, it's a good indication that you're actually on the right path.
Remember this, when you're making history, it very rarely feels like it. It rarely feels like it. What it feels like is work. What it feels like is lonely. What it feels like is you're the only one doing it.
Biggest mistake a person can do right now, no matter in which situation you are, is to give up.
Sometimes things are gonna be so tough. Stop fighting it, stop trying to understand it, just survive. Take all that energy and just survive it. Like, bro, day by day, moment by moment, situation by situation, just survive it. And then you're gonna get to a place, you're gonna be on top of the mountain one day, and you're gonna say, man, I see exactly why I had to face it, go through that.
Let them all talk, let them all make their noise, because at the end of the day, you are the only one who has the guts. We have the guts to go to work and show up every single day, day in and day out, putting in the work. You stay extremely, intensely focused on the goal. And once you fight through that fatigue, you fight through the noise. On the other side of that is your goals. On the other side of that is the accomplishment. On the other side of that is your greatness.
The reality is a lot of people are going to try and spread their fear onto you. They're talking about what could go wrong and how it will go wrong. Don't let the fear of others influence your courage to act on your curiosity.
They say the greatest achievement of somebody comes right after their worst defeat. When they've hit rock bottom, hit the bottom of the barrel, they got nothing left. Everyone's given up on them. They've lost all their worldly possessions. They're dead broke on their back. It's at that point, guys, when everything's lost, that everything can be gained. Do I want to stay on the bottom of this barrel, or do I climb the f*** out of this hole?
One day, they're going to call your name. One day, the opportunity that you've been waiting for will arise. One day, the people that you need to step into your life will knock at your front door. See, preparation isn't a recommendation. It's not even considered necessary. Preparation is required. The practice, the early mornings, the late nights with nobody around you, preaching to an audience of one, that's required if you want success.
You are not meant for failure here. Every day you have a decision to make. Give up or get up. You have a purpose to fulfill, a race to run, a significant thing to do. And the hard thing is not doing the thing. The hard thing is to make the decision to do it. So make that decision right now. Make the decision about what you're going to do, and then set yourself up and set your environment up so it makes it impossible for you to fail.
Hey man, you can't wait for everything to be perfect to start living your life. I can't wait, man.
It's not all I'm never gonna get to that where everything's okay, where everything looks a certain way.
This negative self-talk that goes in our head, guess what? There's enough people that are telling us we can't do it, that we're not good enough. Why do we want to tell ourselves that? But I am the captain of my ship and the master of my fate. If I don't say it, if I don't believe it, no one else will.
That's what's required. Being willing to practice without anyone telling you you have to. Without anyone holding you accountable to it, holding yourself accountable. Having that level of self-accountability that says, I'm willing to dedicate myself to my dreams, regardless of the distractions that come my way, regardless of the times that people tell me it's not worth pursuing, regardless of the times that even the own voices in my head tell me, you're not worth it. Give up now. Turn around and just go back home. You're worth more than that.
Going to miss parties, you're going to have people question you, you're gonna lose some friends, you're gonna have to give up some of the things you enjoy. For a while, you may be the only person that understands what you're doing. But if you want to change your life, if you want to be the man or woman that you aspire to be, that's the game.
Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't become so rigid and inflexible that you can't modify your path and modify your schedule to get where you're going. Because if you quit that easy, you never really wanted it that bad.